Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your reading for the month of May, or whenever this video may find you. If you're new here, I'm Jenny, I'm a shamanic healer, I'm a women's coach, and I do these oracle videos once a month. And I also have videos here at my channel with guided meditations. Sometimes you'll find some nutrition and fitness info as well. And I'm just going to get started today with a little bit of Palo Santo. I like to manage the energy before I get started with these readings, and I love Palo Santo because it grounds our energy, it raises our vibration, and I want you to remember that even if you're not here in the presence of the Palo Santo, even if you can't smell the smoke or the smudge, that's okay, because it's not the smell of Palo Santo that does the work, it is the spirit of the Palo Santo tree. So thank you, Sacred Palo Santo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are going to get started today with a card from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. This is my OG deck. It's my OG deck because I've had it the longest. I use it the most. It gives the best messages. I love Kelly Smith's Oracle deck so much. I've been using it with all of my one-to-one clients. I've been using it for my clients in my 16-week programs, the Nourish Your Temple program. And I also use it often in shamanic healing sessions as well. I like to leave you with an oracle message as we wrap up our sessions. If you're going to be joining me for the extended reading at the end, we'll also dive deeper into some additional astrology. We'll look at, or additional oracle rather, we'll look at the moonology. I looked at moonology when I said astrology. We'll look at the moonology deck. For those of you who are here for love or relationships, we will pull a card from the romance oracle. And then we're also going to pull a card from my favorite deck. This one's really my favorite, but this one I like a lot for myself, the Shaman's Dream. So we'll see what's coming up. But first, for the month of May, Aquarius, I'm getting for you the primary energy is Universal Bank. So whatever it is that you've been struggling with, you're about to get the answer. And this has come up with a couple of the other signs already. I feel like you'll get the answer when you are grounded. I feel like you'll get the answer in nature. And this is the season, right? Everyone's going outside. The weather is shifting. It's getting warmer. You can see I'm in front of my window today because I want to look out at the lake and the forest because it's so beautiful. The sun is shining. It's warming up. The grass is growing. The birds are chirping. And I really feel that you're going to receive an answer from within yourself, not from outside of you. It's going to come from within yourself. Whatever it is that you're struggling with right now, for some of you, it could be a decision that you need to be making. For some of you, you're feeling stuck where you are and something's got to change. It could be a relationship, it could be career, you could be moving. You could be moving houses. Can you please, I would like to move now. Yes, please, that'd be great. Many of you know that I have my house for sale and I am ready to go. And that is the case for some of you as well. You're feeling like you need a shift, you need a change. There's something that needs to shift for you in the month of May, and it will. But you have to understand that it's going to come not from outside of you, it's going to come from within you. The Universal Bank card tells us that everything that you need to thrive is within yourself. And again, I feel that this message is really going to come from you when you were outside in nature. So I don't know if a lot of you like to walk or hike. Maybe you live by some water, by a lake, by a river, by an ocean, by a creek even. I can hear the creek right now. So maybe some of you have a creek nearby that you could go to. Get off your phone, okay? I know. It can be easy to get distracted and want to pick up the phone, but when you're out in nature, put the phone away, because I feel that this is when you're going to receive an answer. This is going to be when you receive a message that you've been yearning for, a message that maybe some of you have been seeking this message outside of yourself. Maybe that's why you're watching this video right now. You're hoping to get an answer. And I get it. I mean, I have a lot of intuitive friends. It's so easy for me to, swing my ideas by them. And sometimes I'm just looking for confirmation and validation, right? But we are meant to find the validation within ourselves, not from outside of ourselves, right? So you will get the answer. It's coming from within you. All right, Spirit, let's see. Is there a challenge that the Aquarius collective could benefit from knowing about in the month ahead, please? And you might find this message outside of the month of May. That's okay. Trust that you're going to receive this message exactly when you're meant to receive it. So what is the challenge here? Okay, spiritual teacher. So many of you are being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher. I work with a lot of entrepreneurs who are their coaches themselves. Like I have a 16-week program and they are wanting to build some sort of coaching program. Excuse the background noise. vacuum decided just to turn on. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for tidying up my house while I'm here doing my YouTube videos. I appreciate that. Some of you are being called to step into this role as a spiritual teacher. Now it's coming up as a challenge for you this month because let's be real. There's things like imposter syndrome, right? Like we might not believe that we're worthy of stepping into that role, but let me tell you, the world is waking up at a rapid rate right now, a rapid rate. Every single day, people are starting to realize that a lot of the stuff that we have passed off as normal is really not okay. It's really not okay at all. You know, like think about like numbing out. So many numb out with alcohol, and I mean, there's no safe amount. We've been told that, oh, a glass of wine a day is good for your heart. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's literal poison. It's literal poison. We drink it, we poison ourselves. So many of us numb out with excessive food. I've worked as a fat loss coach for 10 years. I can't tell you how many women that I've worked with who emotionally eat their food. And that's a way of coping. It's an unhealthy coping mechanism. It's a way of numbing out, of disconnecting, right? How many of us are glued to our phones? That's my personal flavor of self-sabotage right now. I quit drinking. I don't emotionally eat or binge eat. I used to. I lost 35 pounds and I've kept it off for 13 years, but I used to binge eat a lot, right? It was an emotional crutch for me. Since I'm no longer doing those things, it's the phone. Like pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. You close the app, 2 seconds later, you open it again. Why am I opening it again? Instant dopamine hit, okay? There are so many people right now who are waking up to their own healing, who know, okay, I'm ready to take responsibility. Nobody else can change me. Nobody else can heal me. I've got to do this myself. It's an inside job. In Aquarius, you're being called to step into your role as a spiritual teacher. There are people who could really use your help right now. And when that imposter syndrome comes in, because of course it inevitably will for all of us, it doesn't matter how many people you've worked with, it doesn't matter how much experience you have, it doesn't matter how much education you have, we will all experience imposter syndrome in some way, shape, or form. It's just the ego doing what the ego does best, trying to keep us safe inside of our comfort zone, right? Anything outside of the comfort zone is scary. If you think back to caveman times, you know, like if we took one little step outside the comfort zone, there could be a saber-toothed tiger, right? And it's going to put us right into fight or flight. It's going to put us right into fight or flight. And that's when we typically lean on those unhealthy coping mechanisms, right? We don't show up as our best when we're triggered. It's so common. But if we can calm the central nervous system, which you can do with grounding, grounding is the easiest way to do it. I believe they call it calming down. Because when we ground, our central nervous system comes down. It relaxes. It's not in that fight or flight state anymore. It's not stressed. So go outside, ground. Again, I hear that creek in the background. You got to let me know in the comments. Do some of you live by a creek? Do you walk by a creek? Maybe you have like, for some of you, this is really specific. For some of you, I feel like your parents have a creek on their property and you love going to their house because you can go sit by the creek. You have to let me know if that one's speaking to you because that's very specific. That's for someone. I'm also getting authentic self-expression. So again, this is really tied into this spiritual teacher card. Like when you show up as your true self, when it says be true to who you really are and your life will change in the most amazing ways. So there are people who are needing you right now, needing your guidance, needing you to walk with them. And a mentor, I've been a mentor for 10 years. A mentor is not someone who's above anyone else. It's someone who walks along with you, okay? When you are authentic to who you truly are, your life is going to change. The people you're meant to serve will be attracted to your authenticity. You know, don't try to be who you think that people want to be. And I'll give you a perfect example of this. When I was a fat loss coach, I changed everything about myself. As my business was building and rising and I was making more money and doing things that I wasn't able to do before, I had silver hair, like white silver hair. I had fake eyelashes. These ones are glue-on ones. They're not permanent ones. I even tried lip filler. I didn't love it. I tried it once and that was it. I had big fake boobs. I got them taken out. I just felt like I was so disconnected from my true self. I was being who, like, what I thought people wanted me to be, right? Like, you see the typical fitness coach and they're like the bodybuilder, and I was a bodybuilder for a minute. So, you know, I did build up my muscle. I did drop some fat. So I did have like the six pack and the muscles. I still got a little bit of muscles, but not what they used to be. They used to be really big muscles. And, you know, I was so disconnected with my true self. And sure, I attracted a lot of clients, but I had some nightmare clients. I had some clients who I just didn't like working together. Like, they made me feel like ick, like, oh gosh, I don't know if I can actually help this person. And let me tell you, a lot of women had rebound weight gain. They lose a lot of weight during our program together. And then when the program is over, they gain it back. Now, I learned over 10 years of fat loss coaching that the only clients who were keeping the weight off were the ones who were doing the inner work, the ones who were healing from their core wounds, abandonment, neglect, worthiness, mother wounds, father wounds, things like that. Now, why is that? That's because I was showing up as my authentic self when I was sharing those things. I wasn't teaching them at the time. I was just teaching macros and weightlifting and a little bit of mindset. But I ended up totally shifting my business. I ended up totally getting out of fat loss and going into spiritual alignment, helping women connect with their gifts, helping women heal from their childhood trauma, helping women learn how to come into right relationship with their spirit guides, their spirit allies. And what happened was my clients still lost weight. Even though I wasn't a fat loss coach anymore, my clients still lost weight. Now, this isn't a story about weight loss. This is a story about how when I became more true to my true self, my calling, my purpose became more clear to me. And let me tell you, I haven't had anyone cancel in ages. I think I've had one client cancel in, I don't even know how long. I don't even offer cancellations. There's no cancellations when you sign up with me. It's like, this is it. There's no cancellations. You're here for the full 16 weeks. But I did have one person that I let her cancel because it didn't feel right. Just didn't feel right. Didn't feel right to work together. When you are true to yourself, you will attract those that you were meant to serve. And Aquarius, you're meant to serve. Some of my favorite tarot readers are Aquarius. So maybe for some of you, you're meant to read cards. Maybe for some of you, you're meant to step into your role as a healer. Definitely for some of you, you're meant to step into your role as a coach, mentor, a guide. If you need help, let me know. You can actually find some of my links down below in the comment in description box. I do offer private mentorship for entrepreneurs to help teach you how to create your own online coaching program. I've had 3 online coaching programs and I've loved every single one of them. There's a lot of learning. There's a lot of learning in them. What can help the Aquarius collective move through any resistance, imposter syndrome, or self-sabotage in the month of May, please? What will help you the most? Okay, we're getting obsession. So the obsession card comes up when you are making a mountain out of a molehill. So you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it. Maybe some of you are like watching different videos on how to do this, how to do that, and it's confusing. It's confusing. And it is. Before I hired my first business coach, I signed up for masterclasses. I did free challenges. I had so many different people I was following on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff. And it was confusing. It was really, really confusing because I was getting conflicting information. So if you're feeling drawn to working with someone, to having mentorship, then focus on that one person and that one person's advice. Don't be looking at all sorts of different places because that's going to confuse you. But more so than mentorship, the obsession card is telling me that you're just overthinking it. You're just overthinking it. There's too many different options. Again, grounding. Grounding is going to be huge for you in the month of May, okay? And again, let me know if this is speaking to you because I feel like there's a specific group of you who are here to serve in similar ways that I serve. In very similar ways that I serve, like I do one-on-one sessions, I do healing sessions, I do readings, I have a 16-week program, I have a membership program. If you want to join the membership program, we're going to go into the extended reading at the end and we'll go through these 3 additional decks. My membership program, we meet together twice a month on Zoom, and then you also have access to the extended readings on YouTube, which is a wonderful benefit. I get a lot of good feedback from those. So if you're watching, thank you. I appreciate it so much. I'm so glad that these messages are speaking to to you. Some of you are meant to serve in similar ways than I do. I do retreats as well, in-person retreats, and they're amazing. Some of you are meant to step into those roles. You're meant to step into those roles. Now, for some of you, if you're not resonating with this and you're like, I'm not going to be a healer, I'm not going to be a reader, I'm not going to be an intuitive, I'm not going to connect with any of that, what are you talking about? This message is not for me. Well, you can leave it if you want, but I feel like for some of you, it's still going to resonate in different ways. Like maybe you're meant to step into your role as a spiritual teacher with regards to giving really rock solid advice to your friends and family. Maybe you work with people. I feel like some of you could be in a position like a PSW, like a personal support worker. Some of you might work with the elderly. You're probably healing without even realizing you're healing. I really feel that. I really feel like some of you are probably healing without even realizing you're healing, in which case I want to really remind you here that cleansing, grounding, protecting your energy is hugely important. You want to replenish those stores. When you're giving your energy out, you really want to make sure to replenish those stores. You also want to build up your power, right? Build up your power, build up your energy so that you have extra to give. I feel like for some of you, Aquarius, you could be really depleted and it's like, why am I so tired all the time? Because you are giving out your energy. You're already doing this healing work. You're already doing this healing work for sure. What is the final message for the Aquarius Collective for the month of May, please? Okay, new door, new opportunity. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about this whole time. That's what I'm talking about. There's something here for you. Okay? What a beautiful month of May, right? New beginnings. The energy feels so much lighter than it felt in April. Did you guys feel how heavy April was? It was intense. We're in Taurus season. It's an earth sign, fellow earth sign. I'm an earth sign. So yeah, no wonder the message of being grounded is coming up, okay? We're an earth energy. And Taurus can be a little bullheaded, right? Taurus can be a little bit stubborn. So don't get in your own way. You got this obsession card. Don't get in your own way. Just be true to who you are and allow these opportunities to come into your life. You have to be opportunity ready though. You've got to get out of your head. If you want to be able to see these opportunities, or they're just going to walk right by you and you're not even going to notice them. So that's huge. That's huge for all of us. Now, if this is speaking to you, I would love it so much if you would like this video. Leave me some comments. Let me know down below what's going on. What role are you ready to step into, and how is that going to look for you in your life? It's going to be different for each and every one of us, right? Share this video with any other Aquariuses that you know. You could be reading for your sun, your moon, or your rising, anywhere in your chart. Even your Venus, anywhere in your chart. And if this isn't resonating, I would recommend you go look at some of your other signs as well, especially your rising sign, okay? Your rising sign is going to be the one that gives you the most clarity for sure. And if you were joining me on the extended, I will see you over there, and I'll also see you in our calls this month. We're having our calls for the Sacred Self-Empowered community on May the 14th and the 28th. So I will see you over there. Have a good one, Aquarius.